My name is Taylor, and this is my math project. I decided to collect data of me doing a front walkover, round off, back handspring step out. I collected the time and the distance of every time I put my hands on the ground, which was a total of 3 times through each pass. I made a data table that showed how long in seconds it took me to put my hands down each time and how many inches it was. The third trial is bolded because that's the trial I felt most confident and thought I should use for the rest of my data. As we can see, at 0 seconds, my hands were at 0 inches. At 0.9 seconds, my hands were at 64 inches. At 2.5 seconds, my hands were at 166 inches. And at 3.2 seconds, my hands were at 230 inches. This graph is a distance versus time graph. It shows how far I traveled in a certain amount of time. As we see that as time increases, distance also increases. And towards the end, in my first and third trial, I accelerate. This next graph shows the same thing, a distance versus time graph, but instead it's a histogram. We can see the same thing, that the first and third trial accelerate more throughout the whole pass, but the second trial tends to be more slow. I decided to only focus on the third trial because that felt the most accurate to me. Now I have my speed calculations. First, I had to convert inches into meters. So I did 230 meters over 1 times 1 meter over 39 inches, which equaled to 230 over 39 meters, which equaled to 5.89 meters. I used the equation V equals D over T. So I found the total distance and the total time and divided the distance by the time to get V equals 1.78 meters per second. Next up, I did my acceleration calculations. On the left-hand side, you see the speed calculations from the last slide. On the right are the acceleration. I used the equation A equals VF over VI divided by T. Plugging in the numbers, I got 0.53 meters per second as my acceleration calculations. Lastly, I have my force diagram. I used Fn, that's pulling me up, big F as tumbling forward, lowercase f as friction from the grass, and Fg as force due to gravity pushing me down. Thanks so much for watching.